What's up, everybody? I'm Clay, and I do want to say thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you for subscribing to the channel, and thank you for understanding that YouTube is now run by AI. Well, it is allowing general discussions about crypto, NFTs, and other digital assets. That's all that this video is. It's not a promise, promotion, suggestion, recommendation, or guarantee of any kind. Just you and I going over the latest news, talking about the market analytics, and of course going over the price action. Now, let's start with the price action since we're here, and then we'll hit the others. Terra Classic is still bullish. It's still above the moving averages. The moving averages are still rising, and we are maintaining support at this 72 to 7,500 point per coin level. Now, I believe it was the video yesterday or the day before, I talked about the 7,200 point per coin level being extreme support on Terra Classic. And of course, if the bulls can defend this level, we are still in a very bullish situation. However, the overall market doesn't seem as bullish now. The overall market doesn't seem as confident, and that's because it's not. We've watched Bitcoin go from 82,000 to 76,000. We've watched Ethereum go from 2,400, losing 15% over the last couple of days, to 2,100. Solana's lost 15+%, going from $97 or $98 per coin down to 83. Guys, altcoins have been hit devastatingly hard, and they are now in oversold territory. Altcoin season sits at a level of 32. It is not here. And most importantly, the fear and greed index is once again showing fear. Now, if you, I guess, are trying to come up with a narrative or come up with a theme for the cryptocurrency space recently, fear is absolutely dominant. The theme has been fear for a year and a half. Now, fear of what? Fear of uncertainty, okay? We've got regulatory clarity literally happening and advancing every day. We've got institutions that continue to buy every single day. We've got growth in the industry, but the macroeconomic fear is wild. Now, I don't know where you fall on the political spectrum. It doesn't matter. Wars, all of that stuff. It's never good, right? But all of this fighting and all of this uncertainty and all of this geopolitical tension between Iran and the United States and everything else going on across the globe has caused people to doubt their future. They believe that World War III is going to break out and that we are going to see the end of time. They believe that this earth is going to finish. They believe that there will be no tomorrow. That's the level of fear we are seeing. It is day in and day out, fear after fear after fear. And it's driven so many people to give up, to quit, to lose. And you can see it here in the search volume. Shiba Inu coin, LUNC, it doesn't matter what you're looking at. It is at a level of 1 in terms of overall search interest. Guys, that is a 99% decline from the highs that we were seeing just a few years ago. Now, I get it. It feels different. It's a different market for sure. 2021 was fantastic. 2024 was fantastic. And then things began to shift. The narrative began to shift. And we have seen this so many times before. Okay? You are being bombarded right now with news story after news story after news story. It doesn't matter where you look, you are being told to be afraid. We saw this in terms of cryptocurrency prices after 2017, sorry. We saw this after 2021. We even saw this early on in 2013. And I'm telling you right now, I fell victim to it in 2013. Bitcoin had just rallied up, I believe, to about $1,000 per coin. Everybody was excited about it. And I believe it was good old Elizabeth Warren was showing up in headline after headline about how cryptocurrency is for scammers, for gamblers, for illicit, illegal activity only. And you know what? I didn't buy into it in 2013. I chose to listen to the news, and how darn stupid was I? Guys, I could have got Bitcoin for $200 to $300 per coin. And, you say, I never would have held it that long and so on. I haven't sold any of my cryptocurrency essentially since 2017. So I probably would have been holding it based on my accumulation pattern. I probably would have still been holding it. So here's the deal. I have sold some meme coins, right? I've absolutely profited off meme coins. But in terms of like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, and so on, I've done a very good job accumulating. Which is why I know that we can get through the current market situation. What I'm saying is, when all of the headlines are as negative as they are, don't trust them. Go out, do your own research, and make up your own mind. Now, Terra Luna Classic is falling, absolutely. And I'm not going to go through the specifics of this article, but it goes on to talk about all of these cryptocurrencies declining because of the overall market movement, because of the macroeconomic effects, and it's not specific to any one cryptocurrency. It's a decline across the board. You've got to look at it in a glass half full approach. You've got to look at it in an optimistic manner. And specifically speaking to Terra Luna Classic, it is still very bullish over the short term. The last couple of months have been awesome. Everybody's always afraid, though, about the next couple of months. What do they bring? Nobody knows. But I do know, if you don't expose yourself, you will never see the gains. And I will never make that mistake again.